What this program, it's a bystander process, and the reason why I like it is because it's just whole food. So it's just feeding the body nutrition and then replacing toxic matter then with nutrients. So that's all it does. And it supports then the function of the liver, supports the function of the colon, the kidneys, the skin, the lymphatic, all the eliminatory organs, so that the body can then remove toxic substances more easily. And as I said, it's just done through organic, whole food products, and that's all it is. And the way it's done, it's just, you do it for 21 days, you take certain products, and I'll show you what they are, and you eat, for the first 10 days, it's just fruits and vegetables. And Jeannie back there, which did it, she loved it. As she sticked out her tongue. So for the first 10 days, it's just fruits and vegetables. And then also you take then a nutritional shake. It has some whey protein in it. There is a version without whey if you are dairy sensitive. But in addition to that, there's just a whole list of, like carrots, beets, kale, cabbage, broccoli, all these different foods that contain the specific phytochemicals that are needed to activate the detoxification in the body. The best foods, as I said, you have the onions, garlic, cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts. Those are the foods if you want to make sure that you can detoxify. And detoxification pretty much just means that you take a fat-soluble toxins that's stored then in fatty tissue or any kind of fatty part of the body, and you make it water-soluble so that the body can excrete it. And that's where these phytochemicals come in. They support the body to be able to do that so that they can safely be eliminated. And who needs detoxification? Well, if you live on planet Earth, you need to detoxify. And I suggest to do this program at least twice a year. And a good time to do it is springtime, spring cleaning, and another time, fall time. So those are good times to do it. So for a person that has kind of general health problems, and that I'm actually including diabetes in with those general health problems, this program is spectacular. If you just feel low energy, hard to focus, just feel draggy, not able to sleep properly, stuffy sinuses, feeling congested, all these kind of normal day-to-day things that people deal with, this program is spectacular. It is fantastic. If you're dealing with very severe issues, I would suggest that you consult with somebody prior to doing this. So, so twice a year is what I would suggest. So for 10 days, you just do fruits, vegetables, do this nutritional shake at least twice a day. I usually like you to do it 3 times, but at least twice a day. And there's a product called SP Cleanse, which will then activate the detoxification for, from day 1 to 7. You take 7 of these 3 times a day, so that will initiate a huge detoxification. And at the same time, you also take gastrofiber, which contains certain types of fiber that binds them to the toxins in the intestinal tract, in the colon. Because what happens when you detoxify, the liver will then dump a lot of these toxins then into the intestinal tract for elimination. So they will then be going into the smaller intestines and then in the colon and then to be eliminated. However, as I said, a lot of these chemicals are fat soluble, and along the lining of the intestinal tract you have a lot of fatty substance. So if you do not use a fiber that binds and locks onto these chemicals, the chance that they will be reabsorbed again and go into the bloodstream and aggravate any part of the body wherever it goes is quite huge. So it's important then to use then some kind of product that will bind to that, so that it does not get reabsorbed and it can then be eliminated. So this is not a weight loss program, even though people lose weight. This is a detoxification program, and it is designed just to clean a lot of gunk out of the system quickly in a very safe, comfortable way without you feeling sick, because a lot of times when you do these detoxification programs you feel a lot worse. But with this, people just feel better. They sleep better, energy better, feel less congested, less groggy, can think clearer, all these kind of things. So and then from day 1 to 7, you take then 7, as I said, 7 of the SP plants 3 times a day, and then starting day 8, you should be done with that bottle, and then start then with something that's called SP Green Food, and you take that one, I believe it's 3 times a day or 3 twice a day, I can't remember. But that just supplies then a lot of nutrition that will then fill the hole of where the toxins moved out. So we're clearing toxins out, and then we're moving good stuff in. Let me actually use the board. It's not just a prop, it's actually for a purpose. So you have all these fancy products out there and say, oh, it'll pull out the chemicals from the cell, from the mitochondria, from this, and it's the best detoxifier for that. What we're really concerned about when we detoxify, so if you have the cell here, it's not really what's going on inside the cell, it's all the extracellular space that we're dealing with. That's where most of the toxins accumulate. That's where most of the heavy metals accumulate. So this is the space that we worry about. So if, for instance, this is all clogged up, and we think, well, I should take my daily vitamin so I can get some good nutrition. We're supposed to take vitamin C, vitamin A, D, B, etc. And we add that little vitamin, let's say vitamin A, but we have all this gunk here, the likelihood it will be able to make it to the cell is very minimal. So instead of trying to just shove more vitamins into our system, what is more important is to clear up all this gunk so that the nutrition that we get from real food actually will get to the cells. That is the most important thing to do, rather than just taking, reading this, alpha-lipoic is supposed to be awesome for this, or this is supposed to be great for that, etc. What's even more important is to clear all that gunk out so that all the nutrition can have easy access to the cells. And that's where purification comes in, to clean all that out. And as I said initially, me as a naturopath, one of my biggest functions is to help to assist you in removing obstructions. And if we remove the obstructions, the body has an amazing ability to correct itself and reach its own balance, because it has the intelligence within itself how it's supposed to function by itself. So we don't need to mess with it. All we need to do is make sure that it can do what it's supposed to do. So day 1 to 10, fruits, vegetables. Day 11 through 21, then you can add a little bit of protein, and that's like chicken or fish. Those are usually the best ones. And if you have a really hard time with feeling like you're not getting enough nutrition, which you are, but sometimes we have it in our mind we need more, then you can add a little bit of brown rice or wild rice. The proportion between fruits and vegetables, it is important that you eat more vegetables than fruit. So I would say at least 2 parts vegetables to 1 part fruit. So have that as kind of a guiding, a way to know how you're supposed to eat. Any questions about the purification program? Please.
Okay, this is kind of a stupid question, but I'll ask.
No questions are stupid.
If you are like I'm a competitive tennis player, so I'm like out on the court, and it just seems like if I'm on like that, I'm going to be like running to the bathroom all the time.
But this is not a laxative.
Okay.
It's not a laxative in any shape or
Even though it's all
form.
liquid.
Yeah. No, you're eating fruits and vegetables.
Well, that's
Yeah.
but
And
that's
for
wild.
athletes, this is the best thing that you can do. As I said, if you remove all the toxic substances, then you're able, well, you're not going to be able to remove all of it, but if you remove a lot of the obstruction, you'll be able, your energy will soar. You'll be able to function at such a higher level as an athlete. So for anyone that does, is a professional athlete or even amateur or just for fun, this is a fantastic program. Because this way you can speed up the energy production and all the transportation of nutrients to the cells will be quicker, and your muscles will be firing much faster. So, yeah, it's not a laxative in any shape or form. Yeah, exactly. Gotta go.
As a diabetic, and my history, I'm going through a detox rash right at the moment.
Yes. This would help. This would help, actually. This would help.
But all those extra fruits and the sugars in the fruits won't hurt?
It's better in your case, and as I said, to have a more of a focus on the vegetables. Yeah, and I mean you can have a little bit of fruit, but have more of a focus on the vegetables. So, yeah. Any other questions, please?
Yeah, where do oils fit in, like different fats and stuff? Because I didn't hear anything about those.
Yeah, so this, and that's a very good question. It is good with this when you do this nutritional shake. It is good to add a couple of tablespoons of flaxseed oil with it. So that's a very good thing to do. You don't have to do it, but you would benefit greatly from doing it. So I strongly suggest doing that.
Which program, the detox or the HGG, would be better for somebody with hypertension?
I would start actually with this, and then if they need more, I would go with the HCG. If they need also to lose weight.
So as far as working out in the gym or whatever like that, you can still do that on these two programs?
Yes, you can. So yes, you can still work out and be in the gym while you're on this program and also on the HCG. With the HCG, you don't want to push yourself as hard when you're on the HCG diet.